Are we live?
We are live.
Oh wow, that was fast. So quick, so easy.
Yes.
Podbean just really makes the difference with live programming. It's so easy to use, so user friendly.
Well, I mean, when we started doing live shows, it just kind of made our profile a little bigger. So I'm so glad that we have this capability through our podcast host, Podbean.
Thanks, Podbean. We love you.
All right.
This was not a paid endorsement for Podbean, by the way. Although we'd love a paid endorsement from Podbean, but yeah.
All right. We are waiting for our listeners.
Although this was a bit of a spontaneous live show, so not sure if people are in the middle of their workday or if you're in a different time zone. Maybe you're at the pub. Who knows? It's a beautiful day here in New York City, so you might just be outside.
Well, let's just start the show and see what happens.
Let's do it.
Hi, Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone here.
When will you understand that I am a person and not a thing?
Look it up.
Do something else. Do my eyebrows.
Better to say, am I being true to myself? And is this what I want to say? And have I expressed myself the way I want to express myself? I mean, that's what it's all about.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Hey, everybody, it's Stefan.
Hey, guys, it's Tony, and thank God it's Friday, the movie.
And thanks for joining us, everyone, today. It's an auspicious occasion. Oh, there goes that.
Hi, Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone here.
Don't worry, I'll cut this out.
There she is.
There she is again. When will you understand that I'm a person? And I honestly, Tony, because of having to listen to the podcast and edit it and whatnot, I know that theme song by heart now. Better to say, am I being true to myself? And is this what I want to say? And have I expressed myself the way I want to express myself? I mean, that's what it's all about. And it's like I know it at the front, like at the drop of a hat.
It's just a shame that it's really hard to access the Saturday Night Live episode with Madonna in it, especially where she's playing Joan Collins and Princess Diana.
Yeah.
If you go to Peacock and you access all the archived SNL episodes, the Madonna episode doesn't have Madonna in it.
What?
Yeah, it's just Weekend Update and Penn and Teller. That's it. So if anyone knows where to find the full,
I think it's
Madonna SNL episode, let us know. I have it on a DVD, but that's not going to help.
I think if you go to NBC.com, you might be able to find some of it. Right. I can't be quite certain.
The search is on.
But yeah, as I was saying before our theme song re-interrupted us, you're joining us on an auspicious occasion. Today marks the MLVC podcast's 100th episode.
Wow, 100. I guess that only means one thing. You can actually hear us. Because in episode 1, I don't know what you were hearing, but it was us trying to get our point across with limited sound expertise. But here we are. We've come kind of a long way.
Yeah, I always look back at our first season and it's kind of like a roller coaster of ups and downs, goods and bads, pros and cons. I like to think that we've grown as podcast hosts and grown as podcast producers. We've definitely gotten, because we didn't study this in school. We didn't take any courses. We just sort of, let me YouTube how to do that and figured it out.
It's been very cathartic. I mean, it's like getting on it, you get on at the beginning and it goes all the way through the end, and it's like growing up on a podcast.
It's like a Madonna tour. It's like Blonde Ambition. We got on the train and we had to go from darkness to light.
But we don't undress in this performance.
Not yet. We're going to save that for season 4, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everyone, we do have a couple things to talk about. So let's get right down to...
And now, this week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
First up, we've got Madonna and Maluma on RollingStone magazine. We were blessed with some photos by Ricardo, her social guy, and it was part of the Musicians for Musicians or Musicians by Musicians. They did a series, Rolling Stone magazine. There's, I think, all 4 covers finally just came out, and Maluma and Madonna both interview each other. So it's fun, it's frothy. There's there's a lot going on. They sort of have a nice repartee. I thought it was fun to be able to have them back together again after so much time with, Medellin launching the Madam X era. I thought it was kind of appropriate that Maluma rejoins us for the close of the Madam X era.
Yeah. And you can tell that they definitely like each other. They have a really good rapport, and they did record 3 songs that were released. I mean, who knows what else they did, but I'd love to see her get back in the studio with him somehow and do something fun, because I love the vibe that they have with each other.
Well, and I liked in the interview, Madonna does talk about, because I think it was when they were recording, Maluma was just about to start his tour. And so they're, Madonna's talking about him going on tour, and, Maluma is doing a 360 tour. And you could see that Madonna felt that was frightening, which I thought was interesting, because she's never done a 360 tour. She's gone out into the audience and had people behind her for, but she's never had a stage just smack in the middle of the arena. But they talk a little bit about that, and she's like, well, he's like, you should come perform with me. And she's like, no, we should go on tour together. And I was like, you could just hear, I think the camp was split in 2. I think people were like, yes, we'd love to see that. Then like Maluma fans were like, no, we don't want to see that.
I mean, I could see Madonna opening up for Maluma, or him opening up for her, like on alternate dates, and her doing kind of like this like Spanish ballad, something to remember thing. But that's just me, and it's never going to happen.
Oh, that would be sort of like how Lady Gaga did her Vegas residency, where like sometimes it would be the jazz.
Yeah, it's almost as if she were like the supporting act, kind of like warming everybody up.
Oh, she would never.
She would never, but
never in a million years. She'd be like, Maluma's opening for me. Sorry.
I was thinking something along the lines of Justified and Stripped, where, and then they do a couple numbers together. But yeah, she's too much of a perfectionist and too much of a control freak, as Lola has confirmed. We'll get to that later. To let other producers and tour, other people's stage managers come on and tell her how her show is going to look, or her segment of the show is going to look.
Yeah. Hello to Europe. Thanks glad we were able to finally settle on an appropriate time for our European listeners to chime in and well, hopefully you'll call in. If anyone is calling from Europe, please feel free to just call in right now and we'll take a call. So.
Yes, we love our European and international listeners, and we regret that sometimes we're not able to connect with you guys easily, but we're trying, and we're eventually going to have a world summit, so get ready
the
for
Mlvc Comic-Con. I know, it does get tough to sort of find an appropriate time. Just Tony and I have to navigate our personal schedules, and then it's based on like when we think people might be able to call in. So sometimes it's like today. We were meant to interview a guest, but that guest had to reschedule at the last minute.
So we put a pin in it, and you're going to get that interview, and you're going to love it, and it's going to be worth the wait, and that's all we're going to say about it.
Yeah, but we decided, hey, since we have the time blocked out, let's just go live just for fun. Why not?
Oh, I wanted to say one more thing about the Rolling Stone article is that, back in August, we had seen some stuff on social media that Madonna was in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg, spitting distance from my apartment. Once again, she rehearses in Greenpoint.
I can't believe you never see her on the streets.
I know, she hangs out in Williamsburg, but, we all kind of wondered what was going on. We knew there was some kind of video or photo shoot, and this is what it was. The entire Maluma photo shoot happened in a Latin social club on Grand and... on Grand, let's just say that.
Well, and I think also we got, not only did we get photos and an interview, and
there's a video.
Yeah, I like that they did a very brief remix to Bitch I'm Loca, and they just used the video footage that they shot at the photo shoot to like put that together, which I love that they gave us that. Good. But you get Madonna and Maluma in a room together, just have them record a proper video for Bitch I'm Loca. Like, it's already 2 a.m. They're already there with hair, makeup, and styling. Just run through the video, each photo, with each wardrobe change, run through the song once and just record them freestyling it
Yeah.
and edit it together and make it a
exactly.
video.
2 a.m. is Madonna's crack of dawn.
Right.
So
She's just coming alive at 2 a.m. But well, actually, that's a good sort of segue. So yesterday was Lourdes Ciccone's.
Leon.
Oh, sorry. Lourdes Ciccone Leon's. Does she do the hyphen? Is it Ciccone Leon?
No, she's
Lourdes Leon.
She's Lola Leon.
She's no Ciccone. Lola turned 25 yesterday.
Oh,
happy belated birthday, Lola. And
for all of you that have said in the past that Lola was publicity shy, well, you can strike that from
hanging out at the Red Rooster,
yeah,
Fenty fashion show,
a new published interview in Interview Magazine with Debi Mazar, a couple of other one-off interviews, speaking her mind.
Yeah, did you read the article?
Yes, I did.
And what were your thoughts? What stood out to you the most?
What I really liked to hear from Lola, and I think that a lot of fans will agree with me, is that she finally just realized, I guess, is the best word I can think of, that she's realized the impact her mother has had on the world of music and on womanhood, and I think that's really important, and it is very empowering. It's empowering to me and to Stefan and to all of you guys and everyone that's ever kind of stand Madonna, but for her daughter to look up at her mother as like a feminist icon, that's what I was hoping was going to happen, because you can learn a lot from Madonna by her work ethic and from her legacy, and maybe not so much recently, but Lola has big shoes to fill, and it's good for her to finally put her arms around that.
Yeah, I was happy to see that, now that Lourdes is 25, which is crazy to think that she's 25, that she's now grown up enough to where it's the high schooler is gone. The high schooler who, ooh, I don't want to be around my mom. My mom's not cool. What's she doing? Why is she taking her clothes off? Ooh, this is gross. And she's now sort of appreciating what her mother has done. She's respectfully looking at Madonna's career and saying, yeah, you know what? She's opened some doors. She's broken down some barriers. She's broken through that glass ceiling, and she respects it. And we had posted a little snippet of the article where Debi Mazar asks Lourdes, if you're out and about and you hear a Madonna song come on, do you just cringe? And she said, no, she's gotten over that. And somebody had pushed back on that comment saying, what a bizarre question to ask. Why would you ask if she was cringing over that? And I'm like, well, because if your mother did something and it was everywhere you went, you sort of eye roll and think, oh God, here's my mom again. I have to hear my mom out at the supermarket.
Yeah. And I mean, that's anybody, I mean, like, imagine that feeling you had when you didn't expect your mother to show up at school, and there she was, and you're like, why are you here?
Right. Waving and, oh, hey, Tony, look, it's your mom's here. I'm over here.
So think about it. What if you suddenly was brought to your attention, hey, remember when your mom was like hitchhiking nude in Miami? And she's like, can we go get a latte or something?
Exactly.
Like, you have to just deflect,
Exactly. Thank you. I always forget that the special effects just go on for little too long.
They're a little too special. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that funny, people. Calm down. But yeah, I thought it was great that Debi Mazar and her sort of like got together. Is Debi her godmother?
I don't know. I don't think her godparents have actually been announced publicly. I don't know. But that's what I love about Interview Magazine. They have this format where they have celebrities interviewing celebrities, and usually they know each other or they've worked together. But in this case, Debi has known Lourdes her whole life.
Babysat her.
Yeah.
I love that little part of the interview where Debbie's like, yeah, when I would babysit you, I'd turn on the television and let you watch TV because Madonna never let you watch TV.
Television is forbidden in my home.
Right. And I guess there was one side of the interview that I thought was really great, because Lourdes, I thought she was being very endearing and sweet to her family. She was talking about the love that she has for her brothers and sisters, and how they are as people. She was respectfully looking up to her mother and admiring what her mother's done. But then, and now I'm just curious if you felt this way, Tony. I sort of was reading some of the article and feeling like this just seems like so entitled. Like, here's this really rich, privileged kid who is just talking about like, I worked for this apartment that I have, and I worked for this, and I'm like, worked? And I was like, how did Madonna's giving you this money. She's not like she was working in a local DSW selling discount shoes.
Well, I mean, I have my own take about this. Think about Lola as, let's say, a child actor who works and has a couple shows or whatever, and then she turns 18. Until she's 18, that money's put in a trust.
Right.
And so once she's of age, then she can do whatever she wants with that money. I have a feeling that that's what she's referring to, because she worked on a couple of tours.
Oh, true. She did costumes for MDNA.
Right. And then, she was also quote unquote creative director for Material Girl with Macy's.
Madonna's fashion line for young girls.
Yeah. And she had a couple of one-off photo shoots for different fashion houses. So I'm thinking that money was put aside for her, and when she turned 18, it was her money. So I mean, yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. And another thing too that I was kind of reading into is when Lola starts talking about her mother's a control freak and how nothing gets past her and all that. And so I feel that part of her saying that she's independent is that maybe she didn't call her mother and ask her to hook her up with a car or to buy her an apartment or to do all that. She was doing that with her money that she earned, because if her mother is a control freak, she's going to want to know everything that's going to happen once she gives her the money.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean,
so I'm looking at it like that, and I think that's also why Lourdes decided to go away to Michigan and kind of make her own life
in college.
Yeah, because I mean, having your mother monitor you when you leave the house is like, it can't feel great.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was nice insight. It's nice to see that she has the same trash talking potty mouth that Madonna does. I was like, F this, F that. I'm like, oh, Lourdes, goodness, calm down. This isn't the Paris amphitheater, performing Blonde Ambition.
I mean, where did she learn to speak that way? I'm still thinking of that beautiful little girl who was teaching Rocco how to say words in French.
Never forget who you are, little star. Little Star is now cursing up a storm. That's what she's doing.
Little Star is shining her heavenly body tonight. That's what she's doing.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we talked about the Savage by Fenty show, but if you haven't seen her oiled up within an inch of her life, do it, because she looks great and everybody else does too.
Do we think that was designer oil, or do we think it was just plain old baby oil? Johnson & Johnson baby oil.
I was actually reading something about a photo shoot, and they're using coconut oil for these girls.
Because it's organic.
Right, and it's good for your skin.
Mm-hmm. Well, next time we chat with Corvette, we'll have to ask him what the brand of oil he uses to oil down those male dancers.
Oh, my Lord.
Hey, it's like when I get my photo shoots, I offer them Neutrogena, which is good for your skin, or coconut oil if they want something organic. So
I didn't know any of that stuff occurred.
I don't touch the models. I let them apply the oil. But
you should just get a spray bottle. And
I think about that all the time. I know, I really should. If anyone would like to call in about oiling up hot models, or about Lourdes or Madonna on Rolling Stone, please feel free. Call in.
Yeah, or just Madonna in general.
Yeah, whatever you have to. If you've seen Madam X.
Yeah, if there's any
since
Madam
our last
X
episode
residue left over,
if you've sort of watched it for the very first time and have some thoughts and opinions about or if you've watched it all week on Paramount Plus and realized new things about the show that you didn't maybe the first time you saw it. Did you watch the Madam X show again, Tony?
Yeah, when I watched it again after the live show last week, I felt free to just fast forward to my favorite scenes. And so I wanted to answer a question that came in on the chat. And, someone's wondering if she was singing live in the Madam X show. I feel like the audio came from many different sources. She sang live when we saw her on stage.
Sure.
So that's a given. I think that the Vogue number was touched up a little bit. That's the only one that I think has been kind of reworked. But obviously, we suspect that Future and Frozen were re-recorded, so that may have been a separate vocal. But yeah, it was not one. It was not one vocal from one show the entire 2 hours.
Right. And as you know, I was lucky enough to attend the Red Rooster performance in Harlem that she did last weekend.
Oh, were you now? I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. And if you have not seen the footage on our Instagram account, please head over to the Instagram account because I posted a couple numbers. I posted obviously the parade of Like a Prayer, La Isla Bonita. I posted Dark Ballet and Crazy. I did not get Soldad because my phone was starting to overheat and I was worried it was going to blow up in my hand. So I decided to give it a rest and just observe Madonna performing. But
that's okay. I just needed La Isla Bonita and Crazy, and I was set.
Yeah, but if you watch that, that's live vocals. That's her singing live.
Yeah.
There is no backing track. Obviously, when she's doing a tour, she probably has backing tracks and obviously backup singers, and but she does sing live. Sure,
Yeah.
of course she does.
And her voice still sounds good. It's not one of those things where like Madonna can't sing, She can, but I feel like she needs to conserve her voice, as we all do, and I'm not screaming out there for 2 hours every night. So,
right. But yeah, I mean, like if you watch the live footage, she sounds beautiful in Dark Ballet. And then when she sings Crazy, her level was off a little bit and you could hear her. She's like playing with her earpiece. And then she asks the sound guy, can you turn that level down or something? And because it was throwing her off. I don't think she could hear herself enough. So if you listen to those vocals, she is slightly off key, and then she gets back to it, and then she's jumping up and down on the piano and moving around and this, that, and so her vocals are real. They're raw.
Yeah.
They're not Adele vocals, but
if you want to hear Adele vocals, then go listen to
her. I believe Adele just released a new song.
Oh my God, Stefan! If you have insomnia, I have the perfect thing to put you to sleep.
Stop it, Tony. We're gonna get Adele. We're gonna get Adele fans hating on us right now.
I was talking about melatonin. Come
on. But yeah, I thought I was happy to see that Madonna announced that we are getting the full professional performance from the Red Rooster in Harlem. If you didn't see on our podcast, there's a blink and you miss it cameo from yours truly, grooving away and let me tell you,
reunited with Madonna.
We were my friend Chris and I, who were standing next to each other watching the performance. They were having cameras roam around the whole night. And whenever the camera would come by, we would like just snap into, let's just dance. And we just looked like we were so getting into it because we were like, if we don't make it into this video, we'll be so hurt. And luckily we are.
Yeah. And I know you got a few calls over the weekend from media outlets, but it's great. I did see on ABC and NBC local news, that this was covered.
Oh, I know. I was so upset. Yeah. The next day, I think it was NBC and CBS reached out to me saying, can we use your footage on our news reports? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. And then they didn't use it. And I was like, oh, I wanted to get a credit on NBC News.
I want to answer Ben the Poet. Hello, Ben.
Well.
He's asking, where do you think that footage will appear? YouTube, tour DVD? Well, I have a couple of theories. So
spill that tea, Tony. Spill it.
Well, we talked about this the other day offline that, Madonna paid for Madame X to be put out as a streaming and as an audio release. And I really don't think that she's going to be putting her hard-earned Hollywood money towards putting out a physical Blu-ray. So I don't think that. I think that's a done deal. It doesn't seem like that footage is going to go straight to YouTube. So I think that this might become part of her archive, TBD, or maybe there's a special.
Yeah, obviously she doesn't want to dilute the Madame X experience, but maybe it'll go on Paramount Plus as well, like as a bonus type of thing. Or I don't know if they would spend the money to record and then edit and put it on YouTube for free, but maybe they would. I don't know. I don't know how that'll work. I would love a physical DVD Blu-ray edition of the Madam X tour because, and this is a selfish request, one of the bonus features of the Madam X DVD would be you get to see all of the different beer bitch conversations, and then you'd get to see mine.
Well, you know what I wanted to see, because I was very entertained by it last year, was some intrepid YouTuber put together all of the Instagram stories of Madonna's rehearsal. And if you watch, I think it's like 3 separate posts. If you watch them all sewn together, it's really entertaining, and it's a really good chronicle of what it was like those 3 months rehearsing in Brooklyn.
Bell, please.
I don't smoke anyway. I just smoke long black licorice flavored cigarettes. Occasionally. With an extra dry martini. And someone massaging my feet. Bell, please.
So I'd love to see that cobbled together, and
well, just maybe like a half an hour documentary feature, like a featurette, sort of like what she did with the Madam X preview video, where it was like, I want to call my album Madam X, and she's in Lisbon and she's walking around. Like, I would love to see more footage from that, and look, there's still time to have a Christmas release of something else waiting for us. We don't know,
but
fingers crossed.
As a longtime Madonna fan,
I know.
You have to hedge your expectations.
Don't get your hopes up for a new single anytime soon. And
all right, let's get some calls in. Come on, you guys. Let's start. Are your fingers broken?
Well, no, they're probably at work and they don't want to call because their boss is creeping over their cubicle, or they're on a Zoom call and they can't get off.
Or they're in Europe and they're lounging at home because it's nighttime.
Or they're
there we go.
Oh, here we go. Thank God.
Do not make excuses for our fans.
Hi, you're on with MLVC. Who's this?
Hello, this is Donald. Donald Ely.
Oh, hello, Donald. Our
How's it going?
designer from Maryland.
Well, yeah. In the comments that you watched Madam X with your entire family. So what was the consensus there?
We did. Well, first of all, I didn't want my first viewing to be with the entire family because I wanted time to gather my own thoughts.
You wanted some private time with Madam X?
Yeah.
Privacy, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, they got to give their commentary. But we all really enjoyed it. So it was good. My son kept saying, I don't remember that part when we saw her. Oh, I don't remember that part. And I think he went to the restroom during Medellin. So he missed that.
Oh, my God. He missed when she came down into the audience?
Yeah. Number 2 was calling. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. He couldn't hold it.
Oh, no. You gotta see, that's something that an experienced Madonna fan learns. That was his first concert ever, but you always learn, have some fiber early in the morning before you go to a Madonna show, so that way you do not have to worry about that issue arising.
Oh, I'm just still thinking about your son missing his bedtime that night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, long story short, we had a good time watching it. Probably going to watch it again. But I love, so here's the thing. I really love the live version of Future, but I didn't really like the re-recording of it for that part stood out for me in the in the video. So
I was thinking that too. Did it feel slower, maybe like a little bit, like a different, like the beat was slower?
It might have been.
It was something.
It's just, it definitely, visually, it was disconnected from the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. I was kind of disappointed when I saw it on the video, but overall, I just really love it.
Yeah.
And it just made me really appreciate Madam X even more than I already do. So
yeah. So I want to ask you a question that I've been asking everyone that watches Madam X with someone that's not a Madonna fan. Did you have to defend Madonna at any time during this viewing?
At all? Yes, I think I did, but I don't remember when. I think usually, my wife's big thing is like when she performs live, she doesn't like, how cheesy she kind of sounds when she's just talking, or like when she talks some of the lyrics or something like that. I thought it was kind of bizarre when who was it? Was it the Tonight Show when they showed the clip of American Life, like out of all clips of the whole show, that's inside the show.
Yeah,
they could have even showed the clip of her doing that at Pride, which I will stand up here and say was much better.
Well, actually, funnily, I think I forgot to bring that up when we were talking about this last week. If you look at Vogue, she uses a clip from her Pride performance in the Madame X tour.
That. I didn't notice that, but I did. I have read that.
Because it's because of the outfit and the hair. Like I was like, wait, this doesn't look. I know that she's definitely using clips from different shows, but there was a clip, and I was like, oh, this is from the Pride performance, and the reason is I think by the time she started performing the tour, she was no longer able to lift her leg and wrap it around the pole, which was what she was able to do at Pride. But by the time the tour started, she was already injured and she wasn't doing that. And I think she wanted that leg hook around the bar, and so that's why she used that.
So I guess what we're saying is that Madame X, a collection of
it's all
scenes from the Madame X era.
Yes.
It's a collage.
It's all inclusive.
But overall though, I really enjoyed it. The only clip that I had a problem, everybody's got a problem with her recent live releases because of the quick editing. But the only number I felt like it was really too quick on was God Control. But then I started thinking about it and I'm like, well, maybe that's more conceptual. Maybe that's meant to feel kind of violent and more, maybe it's like bullet shots or gunshots or something like that. Sorry.
Yeah. It was definitely intentional. Like it's not like some editor just was like quick.
I mean, there's always that one number in any of her shows where she's trying to disorient the audience and half the people are just rolling their eyes like, can we just get on with Lucky Star?
I was excited to see Bitch I'm Loca got a remix though, and I got excited because I saw her stories today and I was like, oh, maybe it's available on streaming, and then it's not. So
it's not on streaming, but it is on her YouTube channel. So you could always rip the audio and put it on your phone. You never know.
That's true. But I'm excited about that. My son, that's like one of his favorite tracks from Madame X, which is kind of bizarre to me. But and he says he listens to it every day on the school bus, and he said he just skips the last like 5 seconds because, in his words, Maluma's laugh is cringy.
Oh, how funny.
It's not the laugh. It's what they say to each other.
Right. Well, he says the whole part is, but that tops it off.
Oh my God. Well, say hello to your son for us. God
I
bless
will.
him.
I will.
And thanks for calling in, Donald.
Yeah,
always a pleasure to chat.
I was debating whether I should do it, and then my nerves started getting nervous, like Madonna before a live performance.
No. Never be nervous with us. You're a friend of the podcast.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, and thanks for doing this like midday on.
Oh, you're welcome. Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Bye. There's no cringy parts for you in Madame X, is there, Tony?
Killers who are partying.
Really?
I mean, I love the instrumental track. I just, those lyrics have become, they went from being ridiculous to campy to just cringy.
Mm-hmm.
I get what she's trying to say, but it doesn't come off that way.
I see.
And then the poet agrees that song is cringe.
Oh, Ben, we're sorry that you're unable to call in because you're at the library, and we know that y'all have to stay quiet when you're at the library. But
we got a caller.
Hold on, and just like that, we have our Southern representation for the day.
Well.
Speak and ye shall receive. Hello, Benjamin.
Hi, Ben.
Hello,
Thanks for
dears.
making time in your poetic day.
How are you bringing us some three? I don't even know poetry lingo. I was trying to say.
Yeah, don't start talking about the iambic pentameter.
That's it. Are you bringing your Southern iambic pentameter to the podcast today, Benjamin?
I don't know about that. I got some thoughts on that concert, though. I'm not going to say anything like terribly negative. It was over edited, and when I watched it the second time, I paid attention to what was being edited away from, and I feel like there was a lot of pull of the focus off of her, and that makes sense because she was incapacitated. As somebody who saw the last night that she played Bam, I mean, the poor thing could barely get down the stairs that night. You know, I mean, I was like, okay, you're moving like a Meemaw and not Madonna. And it concerned me. Like, I think I've told Stefan this before. My friend that went with me, we've seen Madonna together 5 times, including Madison Square Garden in the Pit at Reinvention. And I literally had deep and genuine concern for her health because as someone who's had knee injuries and hip issues, I'm like, oh, she's in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good to know that she's definitely taking care of that, though, because, you know, she was walking blocks and blocks in stiletto heels through the streets of Harlem the other night and climbing on top of pianos, and she was fine. Like, she's back in form.
So, Ben, when you saw her that night and she was, you know, in pain, did she take it out on the audience? Because I feel like in some shows she was extra salty during the BRC, Stefan, and also during the, you know, the cash grab Polaroid segment. I
thought she was in. No, she was in good spirits. I mean, we were one of the later nights. Like, our night didn't start until well after midnight that Saturday, and that was intense, like waiting that late after we'd gotten there at 8:00. I didn't.
The 8:00 arrival was your pre-gaming.
Yeah.
That was like your pre-party, and then
sure.
I mean, come on, how many times have we as gay men not gone out until 12:00? That's all Madonna.
Honey, I'm Midwestern. People go out at 8:00 here. What are you talking about?
8:00.
You know, the first night it was exciting, but you know, we basically spent, you know, 4 to 5 hours trying to figure out how we were going to take a picture of the X curtain,
and then
never did.
You know what? My friend from my volleyball league, he was there the first night, and that was before I think security was like up on their game, and he was able to sneak in and get a picture of himself with that X on the curtain. And I was like,
oh wow!
I tried to do that at every other show, and they would not let me back in the.
I know that was our strategy every time we went, and it never happened.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get the phone out of the Yonder case, and then I'll go in and take a real quick selfie. Never happened. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
So, other thoughts or takeaways from the Madam X streaming experience?
I was disappointed that the Crazy remix wasn't there. Obviously, I didn't.
No, you're talking
about Crave. Sorry, Crave. Those songs blur together at a certain point, and I didn't mind the refilmed Frozen and Future. I was like, okay, I understand. As somebody who saw the show from like the next to last row, I appreciated the re-recording of those for the streaming show because I got to see them in a way I did not see them in the theater. So I really appreciated that. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to one-up you because one of the shows, I was in the very last row on the very last seat on the left.
I was on the right, next to last seat. Yeah,
I mean, you can see Frozen.
You had to bring your opera glasses.
I couldn't see Frozen with the lighting and the cross lighting. Like, I saw Lola, didn't see Madonna that entire number.
Oh, Ben, how did you celebrate Lola's 25th birthday yesterday?
I didn't.
Oh,
I don't think she would have cared based on her amazing interview with her Auntie Debbie in interview today. She would give two oomps about that. So
I mean, she's a typical girl of her generation. She's like,
yes,
what?
Yes. Yeah. What is a birthday? Who cares?
Yeah. Birthdays are a social construct.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, let me post 5,000 pictures of myself on my social media.
Hey, she's working it. She's a kid. I love that she's not fans of TikTokers, though. I love that
I agree.
She was like, I don't understand what the big deal about TikTok is. And I was like, good for you, Lola.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Lola. All right, Ben, it was great to talk to you. And
let me get back to work.
Do you have send us a poem sometime soon. And, just for fun.
And next time we're live, call it in.
Yeah.
All right. I'm working on my erotica essay project, so we'll see how that goes.
Ooh, please share it with us.
Give it up
when it's ready.
Yeah. It's getting there. All right. You guys have a good day.
Weekend. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.
Stefan, I think we got another caller waiting in the wings.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. I'm working on it. The Podbean interface is so user friendly. It just takes a second.
Mitchell, are you on?
Hey guys, it's me.
Hi, how are you?
Mitchell.
Thanks for calling in.
Hi. Happy Friday.
Thank you. You too.
You sound like you're in a small contained room. Do you need rescuing?
No, I'm good.
So what's going on?
I had a square of a special candy bar a little while ago, so I feel kind of good.
Then you better turn on Madam X after you get off this call and have your brain scrambled by the quick edits.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's on your mind today about anything and everything that's going on?
Let me see. I don't know why I was just thinking about Madonna's hair changing a lot lately with all the different photo shoots that she's done.
Yeah, they're called wigs, Mitchell.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know if it's me, but I don't really like her with bangs. Like, I don't know. To me, it makes her look her age in that way of it's like hiding her face. I don't know.
No, I kind of agree with you, Mitchell, because I remember the first time we saw her in bangs was when her hair was over processed and she had to dye it that red, and she put it in braids and had the little baby bangs. It was featured in the Fever video and for about 6 months in between. But I also then thought, she wasn't even old. She was in her early 30s, but I was like, oh, you look like a 12-year-old, and it's not. It doesn't suit you, because to me, Madonna can go from like, street urchin to like, glamorous Hollywood star from the 40s, and when I think about hair too, when it comes to her, I like to see her in the Vogue wig from Madam X. I kind of want to see her in that all the time.
That was a good wig.
But I know what you're getting at. I mean, I think that it's enough of these wigs, because this woman sweats a lot because there's no AC anytime she goes anywhere, and wigs don't do well with sweat.
I don't know how she does it. I know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, when I was at the Red Rooster, and I mean, it was so hot in that room, and she comes out wearing that huge wig, and I was like, this must be so sweaty to wear.
It was like kind of reminded me of Cousin It a little bit, honestly.
Well, a little more face than Cousin It, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'd like to see Madonna start working her natural hair. I'm sure it's at the same length, maybe longer, probably like down to her shoulders.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen her natural hair recently. She saw it with the braids when she did the Times Square premiere,
and then also those late night shoots last year. We've seen it. But yeah, let's get a return to form.
Yeah,
I wish she would kind of like. I think she would look really good with not as short as the girly show Bob, but a shorter hairstyle. Like, give us some. I don't know. I want to see something that's a little more like sleek and stylish.
Yeah,
that's not the long hair anymore. Like, let's go the opposite.
Look, we had Pink Donna last year, so you can't fault her for not experimenting.
Yeah, the pink bob was good. I'd like to see that same cut with a different hair color. But yeah, let's put it out into the universe. Mitchell, thanks for calling, and I hope that you're in a safe place when your edible kicks in.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, have a great day.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Edible. I don't know if I could do an edible in the afternoon.
Oh my God, no. I mean, what happens if I do one of those is that suddenly everything gets really bright, and it's like it's midday. I can't put on sunglasses.
I would probably, if I was doing an edible, I'd probably just end up sitting in the park watching shirtless guys just run by with in the nice weather, and which honestly I do normally anyway. It's one of my favorite pastimes is just get some donuts, go sit in the park and watch the shirtless guys run by.
I was going to say that's you, because I mean, I guess if I were under that influence, I would be parked outside of a taco truck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need an edible to do that. I'll just
exactly.
It's
too.
It's just a good pastime, Oh, and I love that. Speaking of insomnia, I love that little part in the interview when Debi Mazar asks Lourdes about Madonna and her sleeping habits, and how Lourdes is like, yeah, she's up just walking the halls in the middle of the night at like 2:00 in the morning, and Lourdes is like, go to bed. Why are you awake right now?
Oh, if I could give Madonna anything, I would give her 8 hours of sleep uninterrupted.
But you never know. Maybe the lack of sleep is what drives the brilliance. Like, she's got so much on her mind, she can't she just needs to be able to, get it out. And if she's sleeping, it's wasted on dreams.
Yeah, but have you ever had insomnia? It affects every part of your day. So it's like everything is like a chore, because you're so damn tired, and all you can think about, it's like an endless loop in your head. All I want to do is sleep. All I want to do is sleep.
I mean, I've had those rough nights where I've definitely woken up in the middle of the night and not been able to get back to sleep, but not persistent.
Yeah, I had bad insomnia for about 3 months, and it was like enough already.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Tony.
Oh, it's okay. I've discovered melatonin, and everything's fine.
Oh, well,
you don't need to take something strong. You can just take something natural.
Oh, Donald's saying to be a fly on the wall in Madonna's house. Yeah, I'm sure you'd see a lot of paintings and
a lot of art that's meant to disturb the peace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want to thank all of you guys for helping us get to 100. I mean, I can't even believe it, and also, yeah, we've got another big episode coming up, and then we're going to take a break. And
are we really going to take a break?
Yes, we are. So yeah, I won't.
Maybe never say never though. It's like Madonna with touring. She says she's never going to tour again, and then she does. So we say we're going to take a break, but you never know how long that break is.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know how long it's going to be, but
Tony needs some time off.
I need some time off, and I'll let you guys know why. When the time is right.
I love this.
It's all good stuff, nothing bad.
Dangling a secret.
And yeah.
Tony's sipping some tea, giving us the Madonna look it up look.
Listen, happiness lies in your own hand.
Mm-hmm,
it just took me much too long. Anyway, but yeah, sending you guys so much love. This is great. I'm glad that we didn't plan on doing a live episode today, and I'm glad we did, because it always puts me in a great mood.
Yeah, live episodes are always fun. And yeah, I'm on a personal note for me as well. Thanks so much for listening. It's always fun to do these shows, the live shows and the pre-recorded shows. It's just fun to have a chat and just be able to talk to people and share the community and talk about Madonna. I mean, yeah. I would talk about Madonna even without the podcast, which is why when Tony and I had the idea of doing the podcast, I was like, well, sure. It seemed like a no-brainer because I'll talk about her offline all the time anyway. And this is better because at least I'm talking to people who want to hear about Madonna as opposed to my mom.
People rolling their eyes.
Or my friends who don't give a shit about Madonna. They're like, oh God, I know more about Madonna than I care to know. So
yeah, like I've said ad nauseum, it's like the Madam X album was on its way, and I'd be damned if I didn't have anyone to talk about it with. So now I've got all of y'all, and now
it lives,
so grateful.
It lives in perpetuity out in the world forever for people to enjoy, and we've made great friends and great connections along the way, and we've had some great conversations. If you're a new listener to the podcast, go back. Excuse the first half of the first season. You can sort of skip over that, but and also very exciting. We've just started posting some of our audio from episodes on YouTube. So we have a little YouTube channel. It's just another way for us to sort of have some reach and pick up some other audience members that maybe don't listen to, Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatnot. And
sometimes it's fun to just put on your YouTube and see where it leads you.
Yeah. So who knows? Watch the space. We might also be doing some future video content, but I kind of wanted to just like put some stuff out on YouTube just for fun.
And you know what? I wanted to echo a lot of the sentiments that I've seen in the chat and also in our comments. Stefan, thank you so much for that footage from Red Rooster. It was really, really good. And it's, for once in our lives, it's unique content to us. Yes. I mean, no one else has the same images. There are other images from that night, but
some different angles.
But I want to thank you for being there, staying up late, seeing Madonna again, and and getting some good footage out of it too.
Yeah, I know. When I was there, I was like, I have to do this. The podcast people will love this.
Well, anyway, we want to say thanks, you guys, and and if you have any concrete evidence that Madonna listened to Saudade in the 70s, let's get it going.
But yeah, as always, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at MLVC Podcast. We have a little Facebook page too, which basically is just recycling the content from Twitter and Instagram. for you to become a subscriber to our Patreon account. You can do that on Podbean. We also are on, if you want to, drop us a little donation.
Yeah.
You can hit us up on Venmo at Mlvc Podcast. We appreciate your support, and it'll help us continue to produce some episodes. We're already thinking about what we're going to do for season 4.
No, exactly. That was what I wanted to say too, is that and then we'll start doing some patron only content now that we kind of know what we're doing, and hope that you guys will follow along.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Yeah, we've got some stuff coming down the pipeline, just a few scant other things for the rest of season 3, and then like Tony said, we're going to take a little break. Well, Tony's going to take a break. Who knows what I'm going to do? I might just be...
Yeah, Stefan might come on and do a show here and there. The other thing, too, is that we don't really know what's going to happen in 2022 as far as Madonna goes. We do know that there's going to be some re-releases, and there may be some news as far as her film goes. But other than that, we don't know, and that's actually kind of exciting as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did reach out to our contact at Universal Pictures to see what's the story with the movie. No news on that front at the moment, so all is quiet.
I'm just putting it out into the universe that I would like to play Jellybean Benitez in the film adaptation. So let's see if that happens.
Oh! Hey, you know what? Shoot for the stars, Tony. Shoot for the stars.
Or I could play Debi Mazar. You never know.
Tony could play Christopher Ciccone. There you go. Oh,
in his early years.
Yeah, of course. 25-year-old Christopher Ciccone.
I'm not gaining 50 pounds for a role.
No, yeah, you could totally. Yeah, they say that you can't do the masturbation scene tonight,
and I have to touch my chest.
Otherwise, you'll be arrested. What's considered masturbation when you stick your hand in your crotch?
Okay, I thought...
And scene. We're here all day, people.
Actually, we should act out that scene. That's some other...
You know what? That's one of the things that we had wanted to do, which we just haven't had the time and resource because Tony and I are trying to find jobs. But we wanted to do a little series of Where Are They Now?, which was like Madonna's famous characters from all of her movies. And we sort of catch up with them now. Like, what are they doing? Like, what's Nikki Finn doing? Or like, what's like May Morbido doing? Or what's like Breathless Mahoney doing? Like, just for shits and giggles. And we just thought it would be fun to like...
Well, we all know Rebecca Carlson's dead in the water.
Well, but maybe we can catch up with Rebecca Carlson in hell.
Yeah.
And what's she doing to torment Satan? You never know. But yeah, we just thought it'd be fun. Alas, to produce all of that on a shoestring, non-existent budget is sort of the time we don't have to.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Season 4,
yeah,
you
season 4.
Never know. I mean, I'm sure Griffin Dunn's just sitting around waiting to redo some new scenes with Loudon. So yeah, but anyway, that's all for today.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. Watch Madam X again.
Stream the album.
Yeah,
watch some of our footage again from the Red Rooster.
Go to our YouTube channel.
Re-listen to some interviews, and you never know what'll pop up there.
All right, guys.
But yeah, take care.
Wait,
can we just for shits and giggles before we go? Can we? I just want to. One last thing. We'll just do that. Thank you.
Yay! 100 episodes.
There we go. No, that's all. The sound effects make me happy. So.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
We're going to take Madam X to the street, all the way to the church. We're going to pray. John, are you ready?
We're ready.